Hey friends, you're listening to This Quote Changed My Life, a podcast about inspired action. My name is Tracey and I'm the host of the show. Well, I'm back. I said it was going to be a 2-week break and it's been 2 weeks and 2 days. But I'm back. I am back as promised. My kids are back at school today. It's Wednesday as I'm recording this, and I wanted to jump on straight away and record something for you because I do miss you guys, and it's been really good to get your feedback on podcast episodes and how you're enjoying it and seeing you guys stick around with me. So thank you so much for listening and for being so patient. I'm hoping to get back into regular scheduled podcasting next week or maybe the week after. I'm not going to pressure myself to get the video part done. If you've noticed, there's no video this week just because I just want to record this podcast and get it out to you as quick as possible, and I am a literal hot mess today. I have been busy this past couple of weeks, not only with the school holidays with the kids, but I'm on a major decluttering kick at the moment, and there's no real plans on moving. We have thought about what to do with our house situation, whether we're going to renovate and modify our house so that our daughter, who is in a wheelchair, has a downstairs bedroom and bathroom. So there's that plan, and also the idea of, well, not plan, there's that idea, and there's also the idea of actually just moving to another house, selling this house and moving to another house that already has what we need. And I really want that to happen this year. So I think for me, this decluttering is putting my dream into action. Like I don't really believe in just manifesting, just sitting there and just believing that will happen. You have to put things into action, which is why the tagline for this podcast is intentional action, because you can have a dream, you can have a goal, but unless you move your butt and get up and make some changes, that probably will never happen. If you're lucky, it might happen, but most change is done by your actions. So the past few weeks of decluttering has really been a process, and I've had to remind myself and also remind the people around me to be really kind about it for me, because we've spent 15 years in this house. This is where I had all my babies, 3 of them, not all, there's not that many, but there was 3 of them. So I was pregnant, we gave birth and almost gave birth in the foyer actually of this house, and then we went through, the baby stage, the toddler stage, the kindergartner stage, and then now my oldest is in high school. So this house has really held so many things for me personally. And yes, I like my things. I like to nest. So there is a lot of layers to it. And I'm finding that in every space that I go to declutter, and I do it every day, and it's been very hard, it's literal layers, literal history that I need to look at and to let go of. And the more that I do it, the more easier it becomes. Like I'm not so attached to it, and my goal to move or to do something different this year with our housing situation, that desire is stronger than my desire to hold on to things. And I find that really interesting. So there is a quote that I wanted to share with you this week for this podcast episode in relation to all of that. And it's to create space. And that's what I'm really trying to do. Whether we move or not, creating space in this house has been so therapeutic for me, and it's literal physical space, and then it's not just the mental space, but that comes along with it. So if you feel kind of stuck, or you feel like you're holding on to too many things, even just in your mind, I think it really helps to look at your physical space and to see what you are physically holding on to, because like I said, literally I've got 15 years worth of Christmas wrapping and birthday present wrapping and gift bags that I dug through, and there was stuff from my first child's baby shower that I was keeping, the holding on to, just like a gift bag. And there's no need to do that. I think that we've gone through all those things, and it's been fantastic to be able to go through all those milestones and stages, but there comes a point where you need to let go of things and look forward to your future. So I really hope that this this off the cuff kind of impromptu podcast that I have not scripted. I just want to sit down and talk to you about what was going on for me lately. I hope that helps you in some way, whether it helps you now or you come back to it later or you find me later. I hope that you can hear what I'm going through and how much it's helped me and apply it to your life. Whether you're a hoarder like me or not, whether you have problems with letting go of physical things, clothes, even old jewelry, or even your kitchen. I haven't tackled the kitchen yet, but there's, kitchen stuff. We've got baby plates and things. You go through all these stages in your life and you hold on to these things thinking that you're going to need it still. And then maybe you put it to the back and you forget about it. But sometimes there comes a time, there will come a time in your life where you need to actually sit down and look at these things and decide whether you're going to hold on to it or whether you're going to create space for bigger and better and cooler and more interesting things in your life, because we all go through cycles in life, and I'm not the same person I was 15 years ago, and my children are definitely not the same person they were, 15. She's going to be 13 next month, my daughter, and my son's going to be 9 this year. They're not the same either, so also allowing your children to see that you change and you grow and you can pass these things on. Hopefully a lot of the stuff that I am passing on to people that are in that stage of life, or probably do a yard sale at some point, but a lot of it is not going into landfill because it's still quite good, and I would rather that it goes to someone that can enjoy it now, unless it's really bad. But there really hasn't been many things that need to go into the landfill. But anyway, I'm on a tangent. I really hope that you can think about your own space, whether it's physical or mental or whatever you need to do. If you can clear one space in your house just for you and really take stock of the things that you actually need in your life, I think it's a good time to do that. Like, don't have to wait to the beginning of the year, like a New Year's resolution. You know me and that, resolutions and manifestation. You can do this anytime. You can start today. You can make plans to do it this weekend. I think it's something that we all should do at least once a year, is to look at what we've got and what we need and what we want are two different things, and just make some space for yourself so that you can move forward and become who you're going to become in the future, and then in the next year, in the next 10 or 15 years. Make some space for that and let go of the things that are just not you anymore. And it's okay. You don't have to be, what's the word? You don't have to be ashamed of all that stuff. I think there are some things that you keep for memory's sake, but there are things that you can let go because they can be enjoyed by somebody else. So thank you so much for listening to me ramble. There's going to be minimal editing of this podcast episode because, like I said, I just want to sit down with you and have a chat and share what I've been going through. Share this quote, create space in your life. And I really hope that wherever you are happy and healthy, or you're on the way to being happy and healthy. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'm under @MakeSunshineCo. You can look at past podcast episodes wherever you're listening to this podcast, or jump on the website, thisquotepodcast.com. I still do have my Etsy store. There'll be plans for the Etsy store this year. Hopefully I'll get around to it if I'm still not decluttering. I do have the YouTube channel, Make Sunshine, or you can search for This Quote Changed My Life on YouTube. No video this week, of course, but I should be back to regular scheduled programming. Thank you so much for listening again. I hope you're good, and I will speak to you next week. Bye bye.